Hey guys, it's Emma. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're doing yet another reset. Don't mind the lights changing. The TV is currently on right now. Like I said, we're doing our November reset. Gonna be doing a bunch of stuff in this video. Cleaning my room, updating my Notion, updating my reading journal, maybe journaling, and going through old goals, making new goals, a bunch of stuff. So we're going to start with my Notion. So I'm gonna screen record so you guys obviously can see what's going on. So the first thing we're gonna do is go to our 24 things to do in 2024, which you guys can see right here. Okay, this one I'm checking off because I did actually I haven't had a day with my family yet, Amelia, so that's not gonna really count. So we don't have anything off of our 24 things to do in 2024. Also, so sorry it's dark. I just don't feel like turning on any lights on. But now we're gonna go to my monthly goals. Last month was October, so we're gonna go there. So our goals last month: learn 2 line dances. I definitely learned more than 2 line dances, so that is great. Read 5 books. I think I actually read either 9 or 10 books, which is the most books I have ever read in a single month, like literally ever. It's honestly crazy. I don't know what possessed me to read that many books, but I did, and I'm so proud of myself. So yeah, I have not worked out on my own. I did want to start doing that, but I don't know, I just like get so unmotivated. Just the idea of just like getting up and working out, even if it's in my home. I feel like because it's in my home, it doesn't motivate me because it's like I don't have to leave to go somewhere. Like it's just in my home, so it's like I don't have to. So I feel like that's why, but yeah, it's just like extremely hard. I didn't read an essay from the 101 essays, but I do want to do that in this video to make up for it because I haven't read from there in a while. So we're gonna do that in this video. Watch 2 movies. I'm not sure if I watched any movies this month, which is so disappointing because I wanted to watch like a lot of scary movies. And I did not watch, or I watched 1 movie. I watched Smile 2, like in the actual movie theater, but I did not watch another movie, so a little disappointing, but it's okay. And then have a field day. I did have a field day for Julia's birthday. It was super fun. We played kickball, tug of war, 3-legged race. It was so much fun, and literally the next day I was sore and everything. Like it was a lot of fun. That's my goals for October. Now we're gonna go to November. How cute is this little GIF? And we're gonna make goals for November. So even though we're gonna start with the amount of books I wanna read, even though I read 10 books or like 9 books in October, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do that again. I really just think I had so much time on my hands and I was just really in the mood to read. I wasn't doing anything else. That's great for October, but I don't think it's gonna happen again for November just because, well, first of all, I started watching Vampire Diaries again November 5th and I still have not finished a book, haven't even gotten halfway through a book. This month is probably gonna be moving a little more slow because I just got back into Vampire Diaries and I've been binging it. I literally started it like yesterday or 2 days ago, and I'm already going to finish season 1. So I've been binging it, so that's probably what I'm going to be doing all month. So that's going to take up a lot more of my time, so I won't have as much time to read. So I'm just going to put to read 5 books like I usually do because that is like kind of the average for me of like how many books I usually read in a month. So I'm going to put read 5 books. I'm going to put learn 2 line dances because I actually haven't been to Roundup in a while, probably like I want to say a month, and for me like that's a while. So I'll probably go next week, probably, I'm not really sure, but I think I really want to go again, and I do need to catch up on line dances because I haven't line danced in a while. So gotta do that. I think I'm still gonna put watch 2 movies again because I do want to cross off movies on my list. It is one of my goals to watch all the movies on my list. I don't think it's gonna happen this year because I have a lot of movies I want to watch, but I think I at least want to watch 2, whether it's a Halloween or fall movie that I have on my fall bucket list or just a movie on my movies to watch list in general. But I do want to watch 2 movies. And then we're gonna go to my 24 goals or 24 things to do in 2024 to see what I have on there. I honestly don't know why I put drive-through movie here because I don't even know if we have a drive-through movie. I think I'm gonna put have a picnic because I told my friends I really wanted to have like a Friendsgiving picnic. So maybe that could happen, and if that doesn't happen, I could probably just have a normal picnic with like Julia or something, because Julia's always down to do whatever. So I think I'm gonna put that, have a picnic. I think that's about it from that list. I don't really know what else I can include, so we're just gonna put have a picnic. I feel like, again, I'm not going to include workout because we've seen that I don't accomplish that goal. So it's like gonna be a mental goal for me. Like if I want to, I will. If I don't have to. But I'm not gonna write it down because then it just makes me feel bad about myself that I'm not doing it. So I think these are gonna be our goals for November. Nothing too crazy, nothing too stressful. So that is that. Now for important dates. I don't think I have any important dates in November. I know that this Saturday, November 9, one of my friend's birthday. What else? Obviously Thanksgiving is the 28th. November 11 is Veterans Day. And that's about it. Not a lot of important dates in November. Now what I'm going to do is what I always do. I'm going to be back when I update. I have to update the actual calendar. We have to change this to where it says November, and then I have to update all of this. I'm also going to do the November vision board, and I'm going to update my home screen. This is what it looks like right now. It's kind of decorated still for Halloween, if you guys can see that. So yeah, still kind of decorated for Halloween. I honestly have no clue what it's gonna look like for November because yeah, we have Thanksgiving, but I don't really know how to include that into my home screen. So yeah, we'll see what my home screen looks like, but I'm gonna do all of that and then I will get back to you guys. Okay guys, I'm back. It's been like probably an hour. I had to go vote and then I ate. So that's what I did, but I did finish what I said I was going to finish. So let me screen record. So this is what my November vision board looks like. I just put a little Friendsgiving table, line dancing, a sunset, movie night, books, working out, and a picnic. So super cute, not a lot of pictures. I just put a few together so that it looks like that. And then the calendar looks like this. Not a lot going on in November, but then again, every time I make plans, they are last minute. Like this weekend, I'm supposed to be going out, but I don't know if it's gonna end up happening, so I didn't put it. But there's a bunch of days that we just decide that week or like a few days before if we're gonna do something or not. So I don't have things like that written down, but I do have, you know, my class, Thanksgiving break. I have the last FIU football game that I'm going to be going to. So just like little things that I have there in the calendar. So that is my Notion. So we're done with that. Now I'm going to show you guys my home screen. Lost my phone for a second, but this is what my home screen looks like. Very Thanksgiving. It's giving. Oh, I didn't even mean to say that. So this is what the calendar looks like. It's just like a red burgundy color. And then we have a little turkey. We have Snoopy there in like a pilgrim hat. Then we have a turkey, and then it says "'Tis the season" down here. And then the background is just a bunch of pies. I don't know if I've used this background before. I feel like maybe I have, but I'm not really sure. But yeah, that is what my home screen looks like. Now what I think I'm gonna do is clean up my room because I have a bunch of clothes stacked on my dresser. I know you guys see that stack over there. I have to put all those clothes away. I still have stuff on my floor from like Halloween, so I have to put all of that away. So that's what we're going to do right now. Okay guys, ignore the vacuum that's on right now. It is extremely loud and very annoying, but I'm only gonna talk for a little bit just to explain what I'm doing right now. Also, if I look rough, it's because it is 11:30 and I just finished watching the second part of Outer Banks, and if you know, you know. I've been crying for like 10 minutes, so anyway. we're now gonna do the reading journal for November. We're gonna update everything. I have to go through my 24 books to read in 2024 because I think I actually read 3, which is actually so good. And then I have to do the monthly reading. I have to update book of the year. I still don't know what I'm doing about that. Then I have to go to my physical TBR like shelf, and I think I have to add books. Maybe, possibly, I'm not really sure. And then I also have to fill some in. Then I have to fill in the books that I read for my October TBR. Then I have to put the books I read in October, and then do my November spread, November TBR. So always a lot of stuff we have to do when I update my reading journal, but I love doing it because it's just so calming. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna watch Vampire Diaries while I do that, actually. And yeah. On the reading journal, I finally finished, and now I'm just gonna tell you guys everything I did. So obviously in my 24 books to read in 2024, I updated that because I read Shatter Me and The Right Move, so it's getting filled up slowly. I need to read 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 books, but out of 24, that's pretty good. So in the monthly reading, I read up to 10 books, so literally the max, which is crazy. And then for the book of the year, I did for last month, I put Wild Love, and then I put Wild Eyes for this month, and then in between those two, I picked Wild Eyes. For the physical TBR page, I had to actually update a lot because I hadn't been in here for a bit. So I colored in Underneath the Sycamore Tree, Shatter Me, Wild Eyes, and Ruthless Vows. So those are the ones off my physical TBR that I read. And also I had to add Wrecked and Ballad Never After because I did buy those books recently. My October spread, like all the books I read in October, I did read 10 books, so it was kind of hard to fit all of that into 2 pages, but somehow I did it. This is what this looks like, very chaotic. And then my November spread and my November TBR. I love how this came out, literally so cute. I didn't know I could actually make a page look cute because it's always like okay, but you know, whatever. But I actually love how this came out. I did a little turkey on top of the November TBR, and that is all I had to do, so gotta wait until next month now to update that. But now that I've done that, I feel very complete. I was going to add a page to my reading journal, and it was gonna be like a series tracker to like track all the series that I've read, but I don't want to add that after November because the year is about to end. So most likely when the year ends, I'm gonna make a whole new like thing. I'm gonna use this same book, but I'm just gonna do like this whole thing again basically. So this is 2024 reading journal, and then whenever 2025 starts, which is crazy to say, I would obviously do like 2025 reading journal and then start everything all over again. So I would do this, I would do my rating system again, my reading goals. I would do the 25 books to read in 2025, crazy. And then everything else literally all over again. So whenever I add all of that for the new year is probably when I'll add a series tracker page because it just makes sense. Yeah, but the things I'll probably leave is like the physical TBR page, if I could find it. This page will probably stay since I did do this recently. I'm not gonna make a whole new one. So this is gonna stay here, and then whenever this fills up, which I don't know if that'll ever happen, that would be crazy, but whenever this fills up, I'll be able to make a new one. But this one will probably stay here for a while, but everything else will probably just be brand new. But that's to do in the new year video, which we still have like 2 months for that. which is still crazy. But now the next thing I'm gonna do for this video, I was going to journal, but I decided instead I'm just going to read from the 101 essays book. Maybe if it's like good enough, I could like journal about it, because I've realized like some of the essays in the book, I could share like my feelings and my thoughts about it. So I definitely want to read something from the book, and then if I can journal about it, I probably will. But we'll see. I'll see you guys when we do that, and that's the last thing we'll do for this video. Hey guys, so now what we're going to do, or what I'm going to do, is, like I said, read a chapter from the 101 essays book. I haven't read from this in a while, and I think it would be great to read from this. So yeah, and it's gonna be perfect for November reset. Again, I'm gonna try and find, I think I did this last month, maybe the month before, but I'm gonna try and find something that kind of has to do with like resetting, or maybe something, I don't know. I don't really know what I'm looking for, or like what I'm in the mood to read about, but I'll get back to you guys when I choose a chapter, because there is 101. Okay, so I think I found like probably maybe the perfect one. It is called How to Detox Your Mind, and then in parentheses it says without having to go completely off the grid. Obviously, if you don't know what detox, I feel like detox is like resetting, and honestly, I would love to go off the grid. I would love to absolutely ghost everyone in my life and have no one know what's going on, because I don't know, just like the thought of that sounds great. But obviously you can't do that, because then people start worrying about you. But now we're gonna learn about it and see what it says. It's about 5 pages, so I'm gonna do that. I obviously have a highlighter. I'm gonna highlight some important things, and then I'm gonna get back to you guys and basically just tell you guys what called out to me, what spoke to me. So yeah, I'm gonna do that right now. Okay, so I just finished reading that chapter that I picked, and I always love reading from this because it only takes like 5 minutes, max 10. Like, it never really takes that long, but this one was a little long because it was like 5 pages. It's usually like 3 or 2, but I really did like this one. Every time I read a page or like a chapter from this book, I always feel so much better, and this one especially is honestly like every chapter. It really just opens your eyes to a lot of things. And this is another chapter which, if you don't know, I usually go back to like the table of contents, and like highlight the ones that I could definitely go back to. And this is one that I would definitely want to go back to, like when I want to reset or like anything like that. Basically, it says here's some things you can do to detox your mind, deprogram, and wipe the slate clean now and again. Obviously, it comes with 18 kind of like, you know, notes like this. And I'm going to tell you guys about like my favorite ones. So there's one that says identify your tethers. The problems that are in front of you are actually behind you. There are cracks in your foundation that are holding you back. Stop trying to dismantle symptoms. Go back and identify the causes. Another one I really liked was it says go for a long drive and let yourself get lost. Drive through neighborhoods you never would have known existed. See them come home from work and what their living rooms look like from the outside. It will comfort you in that you realize how small you are in a more practical way than just staring at the ocean. You don't know what you don't know. And I love that. I was talking to someone the other day. I said that I had like never been on like a drive by myself where I had nowhere to go. Like if I'm driving, it's because I'm coming back from somewhere or I'm going somewhere, but I've never just gotten in my car just to drive, because I don't know, I've never felt the need to do that. And honestly, that is probably so therapeutic, and I've heard it from other people, but I've just like never done it. And then obviously this saying it right now, like just getting in the car, playing music, that like going to neighborhoods that are like just beautiful. Every time I pass a pretty neighborhood when I'm going to do something, I'm like, wow, like these houses are so nice, but I usually only see them when I'm going to do something. But like really just passing by them, just to pass by them, would probably be so nice. And yeah, I don't know, I just really liked that one. Another one said rearrange your furniture. That would be really good, but I just don't really have room to rearrange. Another one said restructure your digital life. This one was kind of long, but I just highlighted where it says instead of just unfollowing what you don't want to see, follow positive accounts, groups, organizations, publications that you do. That makes a lot of sense. Like instead of unfollowing, instead of focusing, because obviously like unfollow people that you don't want to see, yes, but instead of focusing on only that, follow like accounts that you would like to see. Like for me, for example, I like books, so like start following authors or people that post about books. I will say I have gotten better at that and like following things that interest me and not just following them because everyone else follows them. Like celebrities, for example, like I don't even think I follow the Kardashians. I think I only follow like Kylie and Kendall. Their kind of lifestyle is what interests me. I don't know, I'm just not really super interested in them, and I'm not following them just because everyone follows them. I just don't feel the need to, and like just to keep up with their life. So things like that. Another one I really liked was number 10. It says cleanse your space emotionally. Consider the emotional attachment you have to the things you keep around you. Did you buy those clothes to be someone you're not? Do you have decor around your apartment that you got during a particularly crappy time in your life? Let those things go, but decide what to let go by thinking about what they make you feel. That one just really hit. It is true, like sometimes you buy clothes because it's like, oh, this is trendy right now, like maybe I should get this, but then you're like, wait, but did I really want that, or did I just get it because it was like trending? Usually I like things that are trending and I get them, but if you know me and my closet is packed. Like I could barely look through my clothes, and honestly there's probably clothes in there that I haven't worn in such a long time, but I just have an attachment to them for no reason because I haven't worn them. So I do need to start doing that, like just looking at my clothes and being like, if I haven't worn them, then I should just get rid of them and keep the clothes that I genuinely do want to keep. Another one, number 11, actually said place yourself. Make a chart. This one would be really good to do right now, but it is nighttime, so I'm not gonna do that right now, and I don't think I'm gonna do it in this video, but maybe in the next reset I would be super down to do this. But it says make a chart with 3 columns, and on the left write everything you feel you've accomplished in your life, and in the middle write down what your daily life entails, and then on the right put what those consistent consistent habits will lead to / what you hope to do in the future. It helps you focus on the big picture. Getting lost in something, I guess it's like getting lost in like the little things, usually causes people anxiety. A lot of people worry about little things when in the future it probably will be so useless, or you probably won't even remember that it happened. So I really liked that one. Another one said identify what your addictions are keeping you distracted from. Most things people struggle with are addictions in some form, a thing you keep doing though you don't realize you really want to. Understand that addiction is a disconnection from yourself, and a disconnection from yourself is born of something present that you think you can't face. The first thing I thought of was like being on my phone and like social media, because sometimes I'll be on my phone and I'm just like clicking through apps and I'm not even looking at anything. Like I'll just open my phone, go on TikTok, and I'm just scrolling and I'm not even looking at anything, or I'll go on Instagram, click people's stories, and I'm not even watching what the stories are. I'm just scrolling through posts that I'm not even looking at. So stuff like that where I don't need to be going on social media and I'm just doing it because it's just like habit to do that, and when I could really just be reading. Like I have a book that I started a bit ago and I haven't finished yet, but it's because I'm always on my phone. So it's stuff like that that can be changed, make myself feel better. Like instead of being on social media when I don't really have to, I could be reading and doing something I actually enjoy. Yeah, and then another one, which this is the last one I think I'm going to talk about, but I had it a lot from here. It's the last one. It says write down what you hate about other people. This is another one that I would do probably like a journal entry about, because you know it says write down what you hate about other people. But it says, this is what you need to change about yourself / your life. Know that it's often not a surface level issue. You don't hate your annoying neighbor because she always bothers you for lunch and you secretly bother other people for lunch. You hate her because she acts as though she's desperate for love and you feel that way too, but avoid it because you think it's embarrassing. This is a cheat sheet to seeing what's actually wrong in your life. It's important because completely understanding the problem is the same thing as knowing the solution. If you don't know what to do, you don't know what's wrong. If you don't know what's wrong, it's because some part of you is resisting to see it. I feel like reading that, it's like, that's common sense. Obviously, what you don't like in other people, you don't want that in yourself. You don't realize that. Like, I feel like even when people like lie, and even if it's like just little lies, obviously I feel like this is something I can relate to. Like I feel like every girl has dealt with a guy that has like just lied to them, and it's like, oh my god, like why do you guys have to lie? But then sometimes like come on, like sometimes we lie, even if it's not to a guy, even if it's to anyone, and it's like, why are we lying if we hate when other people lie? I guess it also has to do with like being a hypocrite, you know, not to get too crazy, but stuff like that, like just writing. And I think writing it down would also help. Writing down what you hate about other people and what you want to change about yourself if you can relate to having any of like those traits. Yeah, and I think that's probably it. I'm gonna go back and highlight that I really like that one, and that's like one I would want to go back to. Oh, I don't highlight the ones I want to go back to. I highlight the ones I read, and then I put a star next to the ones I would go back to. So I just did that for this one. I've done it for this one and some other ones too. Yeah, I'm so happy I did that because it is late, but I was like, I still want to do that for this video. And I'm really happy I did because it's always just super eye-opening. Yeah, but I think that is the last thing that I was going to do for this video. So that is the end of this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to give it a like, subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you know when I post my next video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.